Welcome, welcome, welcome to Mindful Mat Friday, where we work out together, joining in our self-care efforts. So let's begin our general warm-up just by marching nice and simply on the mat. Be mindful of not just clunking around. We want to really engage the core. We have the shock absorber, so let's use it. Just swinging our arms naturally. And of course, as always, as we move through our workout, we want to invite awareness into what we're doing on the mat, off the mat. But for starters here, let's think of our crown reaching up to the sky. Our chin is in, our eyes are down in front of us a few feet, spine nice and long. And as you bring your knee up, in line with your hip, tuck your tailbone toward your nose, lengthening the back, the lumbar spine, keeping our back and spine safe. And as always, inviting awareness into the workout, noticing what you're feeling, understanding there's a difference between a therapeutic ouch and a non-therapeutic ouch. We want to work our muscles, get them strong, get them to have more endurance without creating any harm. So nice and easy, just marching. Bring your arms out in front of you and push those elbows forward and back, noticing the shoulder blade area. As you push your arms forward, the shoulder blades go apart and then they come together. Make sure you're always breathing. And if you need to take any rest periods, feel free to do so and then just come back and join us. I'm going to add that out movement. And we'll add that up movement. Simple, but it gets the job done. And we'll just stay with the up movement now. Try to straighten your elbows. Don't let them drop below the shoulder. Straightening them up and down. Keep going as I change the view. Please mute yourself if you've just joined us. Keep moving. And back to the natural sway of the arms. Fridays. I love Fridays. So much promise of the weekend usually. I'm in another tournament. Get my butt kicked around a little bit by the youngins, but that's okay. I'm happy to be able to compete, enjoy the process. Playing paddleball, almost 50 years of playing. My body feels it too. Anyway, widen your feet. Tuck your tailbone toward your nose. Feel the ground. Knees are bent a little forward. One hand on the crown of your head, the other hand beside you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend. Feel that lengthen, that elbow reaches up. Keeping those knees soft, tailbone tucked forward in that posterior pelvic tilt, allowing the low back to stay safe. Other hand is just right beside you, reaching through the heel of that hand. Change sides. Notice this side. Also notice your thoughts as you work out. If you're putting yourself down or calling yourself names, please don't do that. Just honor where you're at, knowing with consistency you will improve. Just part of our self-care regimen. And one more. Beautiful. Extend your arms straight out. Reach through the heel of the hands. Keep your knees bent, tailbone tucked. Translate your spine to one side. It's almost like you're reaching your ribs to one side. You're not moving the hips. You're not leading with the shoulder. This is not so easy. Other side. This is my more difficult side. So just have that awareness. Do the best you can. Go side to side. Hold to one side, side bend, and then back to center. 4 parts. Lean, side, back, center. Lean, side, back, center. Lean, side, back, center. 1 more each side. Good. Roll your shoulders. Extend your arms straight out. I'll turn to the side so you might have a better view. Knees are bent, tailbone tucked forward. Chin is in, eyes are down. Hug your shoulder blades and then release them. Three more. Beautiful. Roll your shoulders. Bring your hands beside your head. Round and rotate one side. You want to flex and reach down towards that knee. One more. Other side. Nice way to warm up the back, get a little bit of a stretch. Use those abs a little. Great, let's put our hands on our hips here, do some pelvic tilts and tucks. Careful with that tilt. Having that pelvic awareness. And then have your feet right under the hips. Shift your weight to one leg. Squeeze the butt as you go back, warming up that hip flexor. Other side. So often we think we have to pound our bodies, especially when we're young. We can handle a lot more now as we get older. So we want to be compassionate to ourselves. Bring your knees together, feet together, make circles. Your knees going around. Other side. Really focusing on the quality of our movements, not so much of the quantity. Beautiful. Shake it out. Roll your shoulders. Shift your weight to one side of your one foot, and then just try to balance. Maybe lift up your big toe. Feel the pad of that toe press down. Don't let yourself shift to the opposite side of the foot. Working on balance a little bit. If you want, you can have your arms out a little bit easier. Arms in a little more challenging. Tuck your tailbone forward. Release. Tuck the tailbone. Shift your weight to the other side. Arms could be out. Try to focus on something that's not moving. Or you could bring your arms in. You could lift that big toe. Working on some proprioception, ankle stability, it helps the knees. And release, shake it out. Beautiful. Hands on your hips, hinge at your hip. Just send your sit bones back, nice long spine. So we're bending from that hip. That's what we're gonna do, is slowly come up. And then we're going to do that with our weights again. So you want to understand that you're moving from the hip, not your spine. So once again, bend your knees a little bit, send your hips back, hinge forward, bring your arms by your hips, reach to the crown of the head, lift those arms up, back of the arms. Work those triceps, nice strong arms, shoulders move away from the ear. 6, 5, 4, beautiful. Release. Let's do some bicep curls. I like to do some arms. Standing with both feet on the mat. Bring your arms back, knees are bent. Curl it up. Squeeze. Like you're cracking that walnut. Make sure you're not swinging. You never let gravity win. I mean, gravity takes a hold of things that we can't control, like your skin. That's why we want to work out, so we can maintain muscle mass, tone, endurance, and strength. Squeeze. 4 more. Beautiful. Release your weights. Grab your lighter weights if you like. I'm going with my 5s. Bend your knees. Hinge your hips back. Hinge from the hip. Arms start at the hip and end with the hip. Tone to the belly. Crown reaches forward. Chin is in, eyes are down. Squeeze, no swinging. 5 more. Beautiful. Let's grab our weights for our biceps. I'm going to go a little heavier. Squeeze it up. Once again, feel the ground beneath your feet. Tuck your tailbone, tone to the belly. Chin is in, eyes are down. 3 more. Beautiful. Shake it out. Stand on one leg again. Shift your weight. If you have to hold on, that's fine. Arms could be out, or you can bring them across, which is harder. Tuck your tailbone so you don't have a big arch in your low back. If you like, you can reach your arms out. Reach through the heel of the hand. Release. Other side, shift your weight, tone to the belly. Make sure your knee's not locked. It's a little soft. Arms could be out at your heart, or you can lift. Notice this side. Release, roll your shoulders. Grab a seat. I'd like to do a little seated work before we hit the mat. Grab your heavier weight, one of the weights. Sit up nice and tall, frame that weight, triceps, press it up. Sit up nice and tall, chin is in, eyes are down. Control the weight, don't go too far down. You don't want to put strain on the elbow. Push it through. You want to feel the back of the upper arm, the tricep area. 4 more. Beautiful. Carefully release your weight. Shoulders, I'm going to grab my 5-pound weights. Bring your elbows in front of you. Turn one arm up, the other arm. Palm turns away, straight up, not out. Tone to the belly. Breathe. I like to exhale up, inhale down. You can't go both arms for 10. Beautiful. Release your weights. Roll your shoulders. Grab your weight for your tricep, your heavier weight, both arms up. Framing the weight with your hands, bend the elbows and straighten. Five more. I'm feeling these today. Excellent. Release your weights. Different shoulder press today. Bring your elbows in front of you. Open, push up. Out, up, in. 4 more. Beautiful. Release your weights. Shake it out. Bring one arm across. Ah, that feels good. Other side. Bring your arms straight down beside you. Elbows are soft a little bit. Fly like a bird. Make sure you're not scrunching your shoulders up. Just lifting up and down. Working the side of the shoulder. Only go halfway down now. Hold it up, circle it forward. Reach through the fingers, relax your shoulders down. Chin is in, eyes are down, crown is to the sky. Other way. Turn the doorknob, close and open. Keep the arms shoulder width height. Breathe. Bring your arms together and open. Squeeze. Squeeze through the chest. 5 more. Beautiful. Release your shoulders, roll it around. Grab very light weights. My lightest are 5, so that's what I'm going with for a lateral raise. Elbows can be bent. These are hard, so be careful. Less is more here. You can even do your own body weight. 5 more. That's 1. Beautiful. Release. Roll your shoulders. Bring one arm across. The other arm across. Bicep curls. I'm going to go grab my 8s. Choose a weight that feels comfortable for you. Seated bicep curls. Squeeze it up. Five more. All right, let's move our chair out of the way. Get a sip of water while I turn my air conditioner on. I turned it off because I was freezing, but now it's getting toasty. Okay. So. Okay. So get on your knees. Feel free to pad your knees if you need it. You could double your mat. Just do a little quad work, kneeling. Tuck your tailbone toward your nose. Go back and forth. Everything moves together. Knees are directly under the hips. Pause when you get back there a little bit. You don't want to feel anything in your low back, all quad. Front of the legs. 5 more. One more. Beautiful. Sit on down. It'll be tough today. I can feel it. Just do the best you can, right? Okay. Sit up nice and tall. Extend one leg. Hands could be behind you if you need support or at the heart. Lift that leg. 8. Other side. Beautiful. Take a hold of your ankles, let your knees open, just hinge from your hip forward. Good, lean on back. Second set, lift. Other side. Beautiful, lie on your back. Bring your knees together, feet apart. Tuck your tailbone towards your nose, bridge it up, squeeze those thighs. Squeeze your glutes, tailbone's tucked towards your nose, your buttocks does not touch the ground. Work in the glutes, the butt. And release, slide your feet together, knees together, tuck your tailbone towards your nose, chin is in, eyes are down, crown is back, squeeze it up. Don't worry about how high you're lifting. Just make sure there's no arch in your low back. 4. Good, hold it up. Open your knees, keep your feet where they are, squeeze it up. Knees are reaching out. Keep that tailbone tucked toward your nose. Five more. Release it down, feet apart, knees apart, hip distance, tuck your tailbone towards your nose, lift it up. Knees are reaching straight forward, crown is reaching back. Five more. Beautiful, hug your knees towards your chest. Carefully grab your weights for your chest presses. I only have 2 sets of 8s with me, so I cannot go heavier. Choose what weight works for you. Weights are facing straight up to the sky, palms are away. Elbows out 90 degrees, squeeze it in. Squeeze through your chest. Maybe point your thumbs towards each other on top. Little rotation in, squeeze through the chest. Hold both arms up, one arm at a time. Squeeze through the chest as you come up. Control the weight down. Go back to both arms. 4, squeeze. Excellent. Carefully release your weight. Sit on up. Bring your arms straight out in front of you. You can sit cross-legged if you like. Hands right at shoulder length. Squeeze your hands together. Squeeze through the chest. And breathe. Keep squeezing. 10 more seconds. And release, right back down. So our chest presses with or without the toe taps. So if you want, keep your feet on the floor. Otherwise, bring your knees up over the hips. Both arms, one leg. Four more. If you want, keep going, or do the left leg, right arm. Push up, engage that core. Make sure you're moving fluidly with grace. If it's not working, just choose one movement pattern. One more each side if you're doing one at a time. And carefully release your weights. Once again, sit on up. In any comfortable position, if you can't sit cross-legged, just have your legs extended with the knees bent. Arms straight in front of you, chin is in, eyes are down, sit bones evenly on the mat. Squeeze your hands together, arms straight out in front of you. Make sure you're breathing. Squeeze your hands as hard as you can. Squeeze through that chest. Beautiful, release. Maybe get a sip of water. I know I need one. And flies, chest flies. So grab your weights. These are a little more challenging, so adjust your weight if needed. I'm going to stay with my 8s because these are fairly light for me. No judgment, just be where you are. Palms face each other. Elbows are soft. Do not straighten your arms. Open the chest, squeeze like you're hugging a tree. We don't want to hurt our shoulders, so those elbows stay soft. Squeeze through the chest. Hold one arm at a time. Carefully open up. Make sure you're engaged in the core so you don't go rocking side to side. You do these on a bench at the gym, or if you have a bench at home, makes it a little more challenging because you have to really engage the core. Otherwise you fall off the bench. Now we're on the floor. We can't really fall anywhere. One more each side. Back to 2 arms for 4. 4, squeeze. 1 more. Excellent. Carefully release your weights. Sit on up. Once again, sit comfortably, either cross-legged or not. Arms are straight out. This time the arms a little higher than shoulder width. Sit up tall, evenly on the sit bones. Squeeze your hands together. Working that upper chest. Beautiful, release, lie on your back. Second set of flies with or without the toe taps. Your choice, listen to your body, where you're at today. I'm gonna add the toe taps, both arms, one leg. Squeeze it up. Squeeze through the chest. I'm feeling these today, boy. If you like, you can add one leg, one arm. I usually start the left leg, right arm out. Opposite leg, opposite arm. Be careful. Choose your poison here. And both arms, with or without the legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Carefully release the weights. Sit on up. Sit comfortably, either cross-legged or in any other position. This time, bring your arms a little lower than shoulder height. Squeeze through the chest. Press your hands together. Feel that chest working. Beautiful. Release. Sip of water. Add a little tricep work to get them nice and fatigued. Choose your weight. I'm going to try the 8s. I might have to go lighter. Arms straight up, bend your elbows, push up. Yeah, these are going to get heavy quick. Breathe, back of the arms. Elbow to the wrist is the only thing that moves. Shoulder to elbow, stay still. Let's do 4 more. Oh boy. Okay, release your weights. Take a hold, one heavier weight. I'm going to use my 15. Extend your arms straight up, straddle that weight. Elbows are soft. Do your pullover. Work those lats as the weight comes forward. Elbows stay soft. Make sure your low back is not arching. Five more. Release. Carefully release your weight. Let me make some room here. Okay. Take it onto our side. Make a headrest with your hands. Try to turn this a little bit. Knees are in line with your hips, shoulders are stacked. Extend the top leg, toe down, heel up. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Tuck your tailbone towards your nose, tone to the belly so your upper body stays still. Working the glute, strengthening those hips. Toe down, heel up. Try to reach through that heel, lengthening that leg, pulling that femur, that leg bone out of the hip. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Ten more, like this. Hold it up, move it a few degrees forward, toe down, heel up. Breathe. Woof, this is hard for me today, guys. I don't know about you, hopefully it's better for you, but I feel tired today. I played ball yesterday in New York, and they play longer games there, 21-point games versus 15, which is what I'm used to. So after 3 games, I feel like I've run a marathon. 10 more. Hold it up, bring that leg at 90, knees are stacked, toe down, heel up. Feel that hip pulling back, no scrunching. Woohoo! Breathe. 10 more. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. And relax. Come up onto your forearm and grab one of your light weights. Push firmly down through that supporting arm. No scrunching. You don't want to impinge that shoulder. Shoulder over elbow, wrist in line, elbow to your ribs or your hip. 90-degree angle. Don't hang your head. You want to reach through the crown of that head. 5. Beautiful. Relax. Roll that top shoulder. Knees are in front of you. Lift up. Option 1, stay there. Option 2, extend the top leg and lift onto the knee, or extend both. Push through that supporting shoulder. 4, 3, 2, release. Roll your shoulders. Get a sip of water. Other side. Move that cursor out of the way. It's making me crazy. Okay. Make a headrest with that arm. Extend the top leg. Toe down, heel up. Tuck your tailbone towards your nose so there's no arch in your low back. Shoulders are stacked. Keep breathing. Don't lean forward. Hold it up. Move it forward a few degrees. Toe down, heel up. Breathe through it. These are not easy. 10 more. Hold it up, move it forward so your knees are stacked. Extend the top leg, toe down, heel up. Keep that hip pulling back. Maybe if you have thinner legs, it's not so hard, but I have a lot of leg. So they're heavy. I feel it. A lot of leg to lift. That's okay. Our own body weight provides lots of resistance. Ten more. Woohoo! Excellent. Okay. Come up onto your forearm. Grab your weight, push firmly through, crown of the head reaches up. Control the weight. 5 more. This arm's hard for me. Frozen shoulder side. In the past, not anymore, thank goodness. Okay, release your weight. Top arm up. Option 1, stay on the knees, push firmly down. No slumping. This in itself is bearing weight on the shoulder, so this is good. Option 2, come onto the knee. Option 3, lift both off and breathe. Reach to the crown. 4, 3, 2, release. Roll your shoulders onto your back once again. Couple of options here. Option 1, interlace your fingers behind your head. Extend one leg straight up, and you can just move the leg up and down. Option 2, instead of having your foot on the floor, the opposite foot, you can extend the leg and move it up and down. Option 3, that foot that's on the ground, you can lift it up a little bit. And option 4 is to add the upper body for 8, 7, these are tough, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Option 1, the other leg is going up and down with the other foot on the floor and your upper body's on the ground. Option 2, extend the leg. Option 3, lift up the leg. Option 4, add that rotation. 4 more. Beautiful. Hug your knees to your chest. Whew, I felt those. Let's do a second set of pullovers with your heavier weight. 1 weight. Knees are bent, feet on the floor. Extend the arms up, framing that weight. Move it forward and back. Elbows remain soft. Chin is in, eyes are down. Five more. And carefully release your weight. Let's take it onto our hands and knees. I'm going to get a sip of water first. Okay, very good. Right on time. Let me fix my pony. Onto the hands and knees. Onward we go. Okay, so make a tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, fingers wide. If you have wrist issues, you can try maybe making fists and pointing your hands down. Thumbs are out. And just do some cat-cows. Inhale, lower the spine, sit bones up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone forward, round out, one vertebra at a time. And then widen your knees. Bring your seat to your feet in the pose of a child. You could always use your hands or fists as a headrest. Otherwise, you could extend your arms and rest your head down on the mat. Maybe pull your shoulder blades apart, sink back, bringing your seat toward your feet. Be careful of your knees. Nice deep breath. And then slowly come up onto your forearms. Option one, gaze at your hands, pull the belly towards the spine. Using the core, you can slide your knees back, but keep your shoulders where they are. Push into the earth. Option two is to extend off. Don't have your butt up and don't let your butt sink down. Push through the heels, breathe, feet are a little apart. Push into the earth. Push the earth away. The earth will lift you up. Gaze at the hands, reach through the crown. And release your knees. Come back up onto your hands. Navel to spine. Extend your left leg. Point the toe in, the big toe in. Opposite arm reaches forward. Thumb is up. Push through that supporting arm. Gaze down at the mat. Reach through the crown. You can extend the arm fully. Level your hips. Level your shoulders. Release. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Extend the opposite leg. Toe reaches in. Opposite arm. Push the supporting arm away so you're not slumping. I know that's not a word. And breathe. At least I don't think it is. Again, other side. You can open up on a diagonal if you like, making it a little more challenging to the core. Come back to center. Release. Other side. Extend. Open. Back. One more each side. Either stay straight or open. Back. Release. Last time. Release. Widen your knees. Go back into your child's pose. And beautiful. Hold on one second. My air never went on, so I got to turn on this one. I don't think the low works. You got to put it on high. Hopefully something goes on here because it's getting toasty. Okay, let's take it onto our abdomen. That didn't go on either. Okie doke. So, try to make some room here. Got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So, bring your arms straight out in front of you. Put your chin on the mat. Move your hands a little forward. Tuck your tailbone down, anchoring the chin. Lift your arms up. Shoulder blades hug down and together. Just hold. Breathe. Lift higher. So make sure you're not scrunching your shoulders up. You want to hug those shoulder blades down your back. And release. Make a headrest with your hands. Bend your knees. Rock your feet side to side. Release it down. This time, bring your arms a little further forward. Thumbs are up. Chin on the mat, anchor the tailbone down. Now we're gonna lift up and down. Make sure you're not scrunching. Five more. Make a headrest with your hands. If you like, you can turn your head to one side or have your forehead rest on your hands. Rock your feet side to side. And then release your forehead down. This time your arms are going to go straight out. Sternum presses down, forehead down, anchor the tailbone down, tops of the feet on the mat, fly like a bird, arms are straight out. Don't scrunch your shoulders up, hug your shoulder blades down your back and fly like a bird. Reach through the crown of your head. Work in the back of the shoulder, in the middle of the back. Good posture, important. And release, make a headrest with your hands. Bend your knees. You can either turn your head to the other side or have your forehead rest and rock your feet side to side. Release down again, arms straight out, forehead down, sternum down, tailbone down, fly like a bird, straight out. Breathe. Almost there. 10 more. Beautiful. Make a headrest with your hands. Either turn your head to the other side or keep your forehead resting. Bend your knees. Rock your feet side to side. Beautiful. Release down. Forehead down. Reach forward through the crown of your head. Turn your palms up towards the sky beside you. Reach your hands toward your feet. Squeeze your buns together a lot. Anchor the tailbone. Lift your arms up. Reach through the crown. Lengthen. You don't want to feel anything crunching in your low back. Lengthen and lift. Squeeze your butt a lot. Breathe. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Make a headrest with your hands. Bend your knees. Rock your feet side to side. And once again, bring your hands beside you. Reach your palms are facing towards the sky. Reach your hands towards your feet so the shoulders move away from the ears. Squeeze your butt together a lot and then lift the arms, lift the upper body, reach through the crown. There's no wrinkles. You're not looking forward. There's no wrinkles on your neck. Lift, squeeze. Squeeze those glutes together. And release. That's really hard for me. My back, I had surgery on my back, so it's just very challenging working the back of the body, but it has to be done. Rock your feet, rest your head. Rock your feet side to side. Come up onto your forearms so the shoulders are over your forearms. Push firmly down, lift the heart, and then slowly lift your bottom up. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Do a few cat-cows, inhale, lower the spine, look forward. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round the lumbar spine, mid-back, upper back, release the head. Move with the breath. Tilting and tucking the tailbone. Widen your knees, go back into your child's pose, option 1. You can always make a headrest with your fists or your hands, or you can extend, maybe put your thumbs up at first.
Walk your shoulder blades out, and then your palms can come down. Helps release the shoulder a little. Push your hands into the mat, sliding your bum back towards your heels if you can. Be careful of your knees. Slide your hands forward. Push yourself up onto your hands and knees. Step your left leg forward. Slide your right leg back. Hands are framing the foot. And you can just carefully go back and forth. Be careful of your hamstring. You can lift the toe up. And then hold. Try to slide your back knee back. Breathe into the front of that right thigh. Tuck your tailbone toward your nose so you don't have a big arch. If it's available to you, you can bend your back knee, take a hold of the foot. I can't reach, so I'm not going to. I usually use my ball. Bring both hands to the inside of the thigh. You can just let that knee slide out a little bit. Breathe into the hip. And then bring that hand back. Slowly change legs. Right leg forward, left knee slides back. Go back and forth. Just make sure when you go forward, the knee doesn't go past the toe. Hold it back. Breathe into the hips. Into that hip, hamstring, calf. Shift it forward, bring the hand inside that leg, let the knee open up a little bit, try to bring your hips down towards the mat. And then carefully release, come to a seated position. Take a hold of your knees and just round out and sit up. Round, use your arms to come back, the bicep round. Sit up tall. One more. Beautiful. Extend your left leg straight out, press through the heel, sit up tall. Feel your sit bones even, that leg is extended right from the hip. Pull those toes towards you, turn the ankle in and out, just the ankle. Now turn the whole leg from the hip. Now come to stillness, press through that heel, pull the toes towards you, sit up tall, crown reaching up. Takes effort to sit up straight. Pull the toe towards you, heel away, turn the ankle in, turn the hip in, bring that opposite leg over. Make sure the instep of that foot is down. If you like, you can reach the right arm straight forward. Don't rotate though. Push that shoulder blade apart. Crown reaching up, chin is in, eyes down. And the other side, change legs. Hold on to that knee, extend the right leg, pull the toes towards you, sit up tall. Sit bones are even on the mat, you're square to the front of the mat. Pull the toe towards you on that right foot, the heel pushes away. Turn the ankle in and out. Turn the whole leg in and out. Hold it in, bring the other leg across, sit up tall. Bringing that towards the opposite knee. And that left arm could reach straight out, but don't rotate. Keep square. Push that shoulder blade away. Reach through the heel of the hand like Spider-Man arms. Sit up tall. Chin in, eyes down, crown up. And release. Bend the knees. Extend that left leg again. Let that right knee drop out. Take a hold of that right ankle. Push through the heel. Hinge forward. Pull the toes towards you. If you want to soften that knee, you can. Otherwise, extend through. Keep pushing that heel away, pulling the toe towards you. You can have the hand facing up on your lap. Chin is in, eyes are down. You're hinging from your hip. Change sides. Extend the right leg, let the knee drop. Take a hold of that shin. Sit up tall, push through that right heel, pull the toes towards you, hinge from your hip. You might feel it in the calf or your hamstring. Just make sure behind the knee is good. You don't want to feel anything in your low back. Bend the knee if you need to. Hand could be resting on your lap, on the thigh. And release. Take it onto your back. Hug your knees. Head is on the mat. Rocking feels good. Feel free to rock. If you like happy baby, you can take a hold of your feet or your ankles or your shins. Feel free to have the feet come up, maybe rock. If you have osteoporosis, do not do that. And then release your feet onto the mat. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and with your hands, draw that leg to you. Trying to open up that thigh, draw that knee straight in, not across. Trying to open up the opposite knee as you draw the leg closer to you. Tailbone on the mat, chin is in, eyes are down, crown is back. Release, other side, cross the ankle over, draw the leg in, try to nudge open that thigh, knee reaching out, opening the hip. Relax your shoulders away from the ear, chin is in, eyes are down. And then release a hold of the leg, widen your feet to the outer edges of your mat, and then just let your knees windshield wipe side to side slowly. Relax your groin completely. It's rocking. And then slowly come to stillness. Walk your feet a little closer. Let your knees rest on each other. Adjust your feet so your ankles are happy. Take a hold of your elbows above your chest. And then just rock your arms forward and back. Maybe a little side to side. Change the grip. Go back and forth. Other hands on top. And a little side to side. And then release your arms. Bring the knees to the chest. If you like, you can curl up your upper body. If you have osteoporosis, keep it down. And then carefully come up to a seated position. Oh boy, I'm glad this is almost over. It is hard for me today. I don't know what's going on. Roll those shoulders. It's Friday after all. Reach your arms straight up as you inhale, exhale, extend back. Hands to the shoulders, circle. Go the other way. Beautiful. Extend the arms, circle the wrists. Other way. Release your hands beside you. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, side bend. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. If you're scrunching, let that go. Other side, lengthen, lift, and then gentle side bend. Relax the shoulder. And then release, go into a little bit of a twist, bring that hand across. If you want less of a twist, bring it onto that other side. Bring the other hand behind you, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And then reach both arms up, lift out of the hips, twist the other way. Beautiful, come back to center, cross at the elbow. If you can, take a hold of your hands. Lift maybe a little higher. Open up, other side. Either take a hold of a strap or a towel and bring your hands behind you, or interlace your fingers and breathe into the chest, shoulders are down. Release, gently walk your hands hinge from your hip. Walk your hands a little forward, breathe into the hips. Beautiful, extend one arm up, bend the elbow and just draw that elbow towards your head and the other hand down your back. Sit up tall, stretching that tricep. I'm going to call Fridays from now on Self-Care Friday, doing something besides our workout, something very soothing to our soul. Today I'm getting a massage, hopefully a haircut. If not, I'll get a pedicure and a manicure. It's so important to care for ourselves. It allows us to enhance our self-love and our ability to love others more deeply. Other side, pushing that hand down the back. And release, roll your shoulders up, around, and back. Sit up nice and tall. You can have your hands on your knees or beside you, whatever makes you happy. Take a deep breath in, exhale one ear to the shoulder. Relax your shoulders down, maybe tilt your head gently down. And then come back to center, go the other way. Tilt your head down a little. Come back to center, take a deep breath in and exhale the chin towards the heart. Back to center, look up. Side to side with the breath. Extend the arms straight out. Inhale, open your arms, look up. Exhale, either to neutral or round out. 2 more times. Thank you for joining me on this Mindful Mat Friday, Self-Care Friday. Let me stop the recording. I'll put it on YouTube later on. Have a great weekend.